Good morning, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Rants About Tech Live for Monday, November 25th, 2024. I hope everyone's doing great out there. Let me see how many people we got in the chat right now. Got like 5 people in the chat. Good morning, everybody. Glad you could join me. As you can tell from the background, it's a sunny day in Philadelphia. I changed the input of my microphone. I'm not sure if that changed the delay or not. So if the delay is wonky today, let me know. We'll work on it. Yeah, so I'm glad that everyone's here to join me today. Good morning to everyone. As always, we just get into the international and national holidays. Today is International Elimination of Violence Against Women's Day today. So just bringing awareness to violence against women today. Women today. If you know someone who's suffered from that kind of deal or ordeal, rather, yeah, reach out, show your support. Those things matter a lot to anyone going through that kind of situation. But continuing on, we got Ed in the chat today. So thank you, Ed, for being able to join us today. He doesn't get a chance to do that very often, so we appreciate him being here today. While we got him, we might get some insider to this Supernote PDF reader, or not just the PDF reader, their reader app. I like to pick Ed's brain whenever he's around. So, oh, okay. So let me bump up the volume a little bit. I appreciate that, Ed. How are we doing right now? A little better? All right. So let me know how that is. If that's too loud or if that's not loud enough. I bumped it up a little bit here. But anyway, so we're gonna pick Ed's brain a little bit while we got him here today in the background. Good morning. Who we got here? Eva. Good morning, Eva. I haven't seen you here before, so thank you for joining us. We do this every day live, Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. ish to 11 a.m. ish. It depends on how we're doing. Sometimes the chat gets involved and then we go long. So you never know. But you know what's consistent about this? I never get through my list. So I have things on the list, but we get going, stuff happens. All right. So, but anyway, like I said, as you can tell, it's a sunny day here in Philadelphia. So I hope you guys are enjoying some decent weather here today. It's cool out, but you know what? It's unseasonably warm today. Like I walked outside to try to get some free grapes. They give food out around my neighborhood. And I'm like, if you're giving free food out, I mean, I'm not in need like that, but I'm not going to let you just let it go to waste. They give grapes out over there, so I want them. Good morning, Black Sheep. Awesome to see you here. I haven't seen you in the chat before either, so welcome. Thank you for joining us this morning. Yeah, so like I said, I was just saying we usually have an agenda. We never get through it though. So, but anyway, unseasonably warm here today in Philadelphia. But just want to point out there the site, little shameless self promotion. We got the rantsaboutTech.com site where essentially I'm just selling like t-shirts and pins right now. So show your support for the channel, buy a t-shirt, and if you need a pin, check out the ceramic nib Lamys I got there. They're excellent. Check out one. I think I might have one up for sale still. I'm thinking about putting ceramic nibs up for sale as well. But I haven't quite nailed down the process. So I haven't refined the process yet to a point to where people can take the nibs out of the pins that I put them in and put them in other pins. That's still kind of a cumbersome process right now. But as soon as I nail down a way to do it so people can just willy-nilly freely take these things out and put them into whatever device they want, I'm going to start selling just the nibs on the site. So that's going to be a thing coming. Ed says that's why I don't make lists. You know, I try to do something. Like I have so many things I want to talk about every day to you guys. So I'm so glad I have this opportunity to talk to you guys directly. And I'm so glad to have you guys here because I could talk for days. I could. People that know me know. So anyway, getting to the other stuff here. But yeah, like the process right now for the nibs is a little cumbersome. So I don't want to sell them outside of the pin because getting them in is kind of an ordeal. But once they're in, they're good to go. They work perfectly. But if you want to take them out, that's not such a good idea. I don't suggest that. But as soon as I do figure that process out, I will be swapping those nibs out. So anyone who does buy the pin now, and they're like, okay, I don't mind buying the pin and leaving the nib in there. But if you do at some point want to take it out and put it into another pin, I will be refining that process. And when I do make those available, I will just freely swap that nib out for whatever nib that was in the Lamy that they bought it with. So if that makes sense at all, I'm going to have a more proper introduction of all of that when I refine that process. And when I put them up on the site. But so how's everyone doing out there today? Anybody got any pressing news they want to talk about before we get into the list that I most certainly won't get through? Anybody got anything up the top? I'm taking any important news, because I looked at the news today. It didn't seem like anything was big. There was no big tech news today in any industry. It didn't look like eInk or otherwise. But yeah. So we'll go ahead and get into the topics though. But like I said, if you guys come up with anything you want to talk about, just throw it in the chat. I'm really good about getting into the chat and answering questions. Black Sheep Soldier says it's a list of options, not must do's. I love the way you think. I'm going to have to adopt that. I'll steal it. It's stolen. I'm using it from now on. Yeah, it's a list of options. There we go. We have a list of options here. They're not to do's. They're not set in stone. They're optional. So, but let's get to some of those options. The NA4C was updated overnight. This morning I woke up and I saw that I had an update. Did anybody else get an update? What's weird about this update is that I had an update a couple of days ago. Matter of fact, we saw that on stream where I got an update when I was trying to show something. And this update I got this morning was the same exact update that I got a few days ago, which was weird. I mean, it said the same thing. There may have been other stuff. They may have snuck, you know what I mean? They're sneaking other software in there, but whatever. There may be other things in this update. But as far as the update notes, they were the same exact update notes. So did anyone else get that update? Am I the only one? Going to the chat, Ed says from Organizer Change, not eInk, but at some point I want to get your thoughts on Conmigo. You should check it out. Conmigo, is that Khan Academy's AI? I saw your video. I started watching a bit of it. I have to go back and finish it. But I did start a bit of your video. If you guys don't know, my good friend Ed is in the chat right now from Organize for Change. He goes into deep dives on organizing and ways to organize your life, period. And he's a really big Supernote fan. So he dives really deep into Supernote topics. And he's a big resource for me when I need Supernote information. So definitely check him out if you guys want that kind of information. But yeah, I saw your video, a little bit of the video there. I'm gonna have to finish it, like I said, Ed. But once I get some information about that, I will definitely have an opinion on that. Black Sheep says, just checked. Yes, it's there. Okay, good. There we go. What do you think? Did you see this update? I saw this update a few days ago. The language in the update seems to be the exact same. Like, I didn't take a screenshot of it or anything, so I don't exactly know, but it looks to be the same to me. It looks to be the same. Actually, we can go ahead and take a look at it real quick. Since we're talking about it, we can just bring it up. And you know what I'm hoping? I haven't tried this yet. I'm hoping that what happens is, that this fixes the Notes app. They did talk about optimizations. Somewhat. So they did talk about some optimizations. So we'll see. Because of the update, I have to put my pack code in. 1 second, you guys. Oh, so I started putting my passcode in, and it went blank on me. It was like, no. We understood the finger. just give us a second. So this is my first boot up after that update. Move this over here. Oh boy, Black Sheep says they're updating now. Listen, good luck, for sure. I was skeptical. I was skeptical. I was like, oh, do I do this? Dan, good morning. How's it going? Oh, no doubt. Okay, you're in a meeting. I won't bother you. Have a good meeting, bro. All right, so yeah, we got the NA4C here after the update, and I just want to show the update. So we're gonna show what the update says, and like I said, I know this was the same update from a couple days ago. Let's get you down here a little bit. Oh, there we go. That's better. That's a little bit better. They will get you out of here. Okay, all right. So yeah, it's the same update from a few days ago, I think. I'm almost certain. Oh, here's the infamous Lamy I was talking about earlier. In case, it won't focus because I have it focused on the tablet. But there it is. So anyway, let's look at the update. All right, so it looks like we got the latest firmware. So yeah, I mean, you guys can't see this here, but they suggest that you do this. They're like, this update includes numerous function optimizations and bug fixes. We recommend you upgrade to enhance your user experience. And they talk about the Neo reader here. So fix to the issue that the TTS function does not work after reading the current chapter. Fix the issue of incorrect typesetting when exporting annotations to TXT files, TXT format. Fix the issue of incorrect highlight cursor position in Arabic language. That was all for the Neo reader. And for the Notes app, they have fixed the issue that the deleted sub outline will automatically recover. Optimize the manual sorting method in Note thumbnails. Added horizontal blank templates. Added support for arrow recognition in Smart Scribe. Ooh, I like that. Arrow recognition. I wonder what that means. I mean, I know what it means, right? I mean, I don't think I saw that before, so this may be new. So I don't think I know what that means. Because I know in the Smart Scribe recognition, arrow. Oh, it means, okay, I see I think I know what it means now. I think that means, hold on, let's go to the chat real quick. I see people I know. Let's CJ, what's going on, brother? How's it going? I agree with Ed when he said digital planners are hard to manage in his video. I agree. They are. And I gotta finish his I've been seeing bits and pieces of Ed's planner video. Because I think he cut that up into multiple pieces. And I've been watching it piece by piece there. So I'm going through that myself. So I agree though. We got Scott Benedict. Scott, come on. He hates the interface. And I'm sure you hate this too, Scott. I'm sure you hate that right there too. Oh, okay. Now I get to Scott's second comment. I see that he says, "And I missed the orange logo." Of course you do. Of course you do, Scott. Oh boy. Scott's the only person I'm letting get away with talking crap about this orange logo. Only Scott. I'm giving anybody else the business who comes to me with this orange logo stuff. My Amaro. I got the Boox Note Air 4C. It's a nice product. It is. It's a very nice product until you open the Notes app and do some real writing. But I think it's just too much extra stuff for me. Any recommendations for alternatives? I need something to read, but also use as a planner. Okay, if you need something to read, then you don't want, Ed's not going to want to hear me say this. And Ed's in the chat. Why are you making me do this, Amaro? Why? Why are you making me talk ill of the Supernote Reader app? I'm not doing this because I want to do it, Ed. Amaro. It's him or her. I'm not doing this. I don't make these rules. I'm just answering questions. So to answer that question, don't do the Supernote if you want reading. Oh God. Ed, don't do it. Don't do the Supernote if you want reading. So that eliminates that. It's the best note taker. Reading though, not so much. So we'll continue on. What do we got here? Dan, stop it. Don't encourage Scott. What else we have here? Okay, we got Too Old for Toys says, wondering if the 4.0 firmware is a resource hog versus the 3.54, disabling auto updates now on my old books. You should. It may be, I really just think it's optimization for the Notes app because I don't have these problems anywhere else. What about you, chat? Anybody having any version 4.0 problems on their Note Air 4C? Anybody else having issues anywhere else other than the Notes app? Oh, we got 13 people in the chat. How's it going, everybody? Welcome. Whoever just joined us, appreciate you coming into us this morning. We're talking about the NA4C version 4.0, the hiccups, some of them. We got lists. Actually, it's not a list. We got options that we can go to. So we're going to try to get into some of those. But back to the chat. We got Ed says, Ryder, one other piece of news. I ordered a non-Supernote eInk tab. What? That's not eInk news. That's a bombshell, Ed. Oh, it's a dedicated reader. Oh, okay. Never mind. Oh, you should have let off with that, Ed. You should have let off with it's an e. Hey, Roderick, I bought an e-reader. Should have let off with that, Ed. Okay, so all right, my heart, it's going down now. The rate is going back to normal. Ed, you caused me a little bit of palpitation there. Calm down. It's too early for that. We got All in Our Moods. Oh, All in Our Movements. Good morning. How you doing? Welcome. Thank you for joining us. Glad to see you again. Good morning. Title says you're talking reMarkable today. Yep, I'm talking reMarkable today. If I can get past, like the chat is forcing me into this this version 4.0 conversation that I didn't even want to have today. But we're having it. So we're going to do that, and then we're going to jump right into the reMarkable. I've been doing chat stuff since I got on All in Our Movements. It's been nonstop this morning. 2530. Good morning. How's it going? Glad you could join us. Gregory, glad you could join us. Good morning. Ed says, reader hate. Why, Rod? Ed, you know why. You know why. Like I said, that wasn't me. That was Amaru. I had nothing to do with that. I didn't even want to talk about that today. Like All in the Feelings brought it, just hit the nail on the head. I was supposed to be talking about the reMarkable today, but we're here doing this. I didn't want to do this. I just do what the people want. 2530 says, I'm sure you've answered this question, but what does the 4C do that the Go 10.3 can't? Color. That's it, brother. Well, you know what, though? You know what? Because Scott's here and I want to upset Scott because he takes every opportunity to upset me with his orange talk. So payback. The thing is, can I get the arrow up here? Oh, I'm rubbing on the wrong screen. I was trying to move the arrow and I was touching one of the eInk screens. So the 4C color, that's the first thing. But the thing is, I prefer not seeing certain things on the screen, right? I want widgets. I want widgets. I think non-widgets aren't good. They're subpar. We need home screen customization, and widgets allow that. What other things? So you don't get widgets for the 10.3. That's the only drawback for me. I'm not, like, color doesn't matter. It's good, right, to have color. I'm using color more now in note taking than I ever have because I've been trying to test stuff, and it's good. It's helpful, especially when you add layers into it. Color with layers, oh my goodness. Oh, it's a good time. If you haven't tried that, you should try it. Saturday night, the eInk reader, color with layers. Oh, a glass of Merlot, you're good to go. You're good to go. All right. But yeah, that's the big difference is the home screen. The home screen is the difference. And color. But honestly, if you're choosing between the 4C and the 10.3, I think you've decided that color wasn't that big of an issue because if it was, you wouldn't even have the Go 10.3 on your list. Choose the Go 10.3. And I'm going to say this. I got this on my options list too. I got a list of options here to talk about. And that's one of those options if we can get past the Supernote. I mean, the reMarkable. And the chat, apparently. You guys are going crazy today. What's going on? Is this pent up like questions from the weekend? CJ says, I'm curious which one. Yeah, so that's what I choose for 2530. Steve, welcome. Thank you for joining us. I appreciate you coming back. He says, he's answering Myra Morrow's question. I'll leave you guys to it. Ed says, don't worry. I'll do a review on it when I get it. It's the Moby Scribe Wave. It's a $99 eInk reader. Just had to buy it. No doubt. Let me know what you think. I'm sure I'll see the review up on your channel. Jason Jones, what's going on? Glad you could join us. Good morning. Um, we got Ed. We got Ed again. From everything I have seen, I do believe that Neo Reader is probably better. But again, you just way undersell the Reader and the Supernote. It's better on the A5X though. And I don't doubt that it's better on the A5X. That's one of my biggest problems with it. Not enough space when it comes to reading. And I try not to undersell it. I try not to undersell it. I literally want to dive into it. That's why. If you ever do a deep dive on the Reader onto the Supernote, Ed, I'm gonna be there for it, bro. You're gonna be my default reference. Like when someone says Supernote Reader, I'm gonna be like, organize for change. He's got you covered. Black Sheep says you can customize your home screen by using a different launcher. Yeah. I heard the different launchers slow your machine down, and the machines that's already slow, that would just be unbearable for me. Also to finish that comment out, I use Niagara. You can have widgets or apps or folders. Yeah, and I've heard that, and I've heard good things about some launchers. I just don't want to take the speed hit. What do you think, Black Sheep? Is there a speed hit involved? Chat. Well, do we know? Is there speed hits in these secondary or third party launchers? Myra Morrow says Steve does not having front light. Okay, talking to Steve. My bad. Organizer Change says, last I find out I did one, but need to update it. Oh, okay, Ed. Okay. I'm gonna go check that out. If you have one already, I'll promote that video and I'm gonna check it out myself because I don't want to be wrong. I don't want to unfairly judge the Reader and the Supernote, and I've been doing that, I think. All right, so let's go back since we finished the chat. All right, so just to finish off this NA4C update here. So that Smart Scribe feature was just for making arrows. When you try to make an arrow, drawing it, it'll just auto-complete that into an actual functioning, good-looking arrow because your arrows probably don't look good. I don't know. That's probably what they're saying to themselves. Library and store. It fixed the issue that some characters are missing in a store download book. Let's try that again. Fix the issue that some characters are missing in a store downloaded book. Okay, I got it. Adjusted Google Drive permissions, and for systems, they have optimized the standby power consumption, which that was one of the things that the new backplane in this device was supposed to offer was some optimizations in the background power consumption. They clearly weren't optimizing that properly, but I guess they are trying to right now. All right, let's go back to the chat real quick. Scott says, I'm not trying to be contrary, but your opinion is just wrong. Wow. Scott. Notebooks don't have widgets. You're right. They don't. You're right. Oh boy. I can't even come back with a witty comeback on that one. You're just right on that. 2530 says, wait, where do you find these secondary launchers? Oh, chat, let's help them out. Where do we find these secondary launchers? Scott says, want widgets? Get a tab version. Leave the notes series alone. You know what? Scott? If they made a tab version with a writable surface, it's bought, bro. I have the Note Air 3. I have the Tab Mini C right here. It's the only tab device I have, and the reason is because this writing surface, from what I understand, is the same on all the tab devices. And if it's like that, I don't want to write on it. I'd rather just use it as an e-reader that I can go on the internet and read whatever I want to read on it with. But good point though, Scott. Although I'm still gonna hate on your idea of non-widgets. I don't care. We have a rivalry going on, Scott. Don't try to squash the beef now. Black Sheep says, I have it on multiple Boox devices. Note NA4C, Go 10.3, Go Color 7, and the Palma. I have never noticed anything being slow or slower than before. You have what on multiple devices? The version 4.0? I'm sorry. Clear that up for me, Black Sheep. Ed says Play Store. Yeah, you can just get them from the Play Store. I thought we were talking about some black market underground apps. I don't know what I was thinking. Black Sheep says 2530. They're not talking to me. Supernote doesn't need widgets. I just leave that there. No, you're right. The Supernote doesn't need widgets because it doesn't even have a home screen. It's just a Notes app. Which is awesome, right? It has a file system, but no home screen. I love that, though. All right, so moving on. Now we can get to the reMarkable. Whew, that took forever. All in the movements. All right, let's do what we came here to do today. Whoa, CJ, don't you stop. Don't encourage Scott. Don't encourage Scott. Please don't. All right, so anyway, the orange logo. Right. Calm down. It's too early in the morning. But if you want the business, who said that? CJ. Oh, CJ's in Japan. I can't give CJ the business. He's in Japan. He's in one of my favorite places. Konnichiwa, my brother. All right, so getting to the options here. The Supernote. I mean, not the Supernote, but the reMarkable. So, I got called out for flip-flopping on Saturday night stream. I got to clarify that. And the reMarkable is a huge part of that. It's a huge part of that. So, like, let's go over that a bit. So, I just want to talk about the reMarkable situation. So, I have been known for not liking the reMarkable pens. They're markers. I don't like any stylus that's like this, like a cylindrical tube. Let's take a look at. Oh boy, let's take this. Let's take the autofocus off. All right, now we can focus on some other stuff. All right, I don't like things that are just cylindrical tubes like this. I need something that like some thought went into, like some ergonomics, right? Maybe a button. You know what I'm saying? Maybe a little button. But recently, like last month sometime, I was forcing myself to use the reMarkable Paper Pro because I'm going through the outline of that whole system, and I haven't done many tests on it because, I mean, it is what it is. The flashing is what it is in that case. I can't defend or say anything against that because it kind of just is what it is. But I've not liked these pens for a very long, or the pencils for a very long time, and the shape and everything about them. The erasers, I'm like, why do I want to turn the eraser around? Whatever. And I realized by using the reMarkable that my real gripe has been with the cylindrical tube is that I understand that companies make these to stick on the devices, right? But when they don't stick to the devices, to me, it's like, then why are we doing it? If you made it circular and small like this without any ergonomics for the sake of it being able to stick to the device, then make it stick to the device. And I realized reMarkable is the only company that makes one of these cylindrical tubes that actually sticks to the device. The reMarkable 2 and the reMarkable Paper Pro. They actually stick to the device. So that's why I kind of like changed my opinion on them, because they do what they set out to do. Like if they didn't stick to the device, I continue blasting it. And I blast, I'm not even like I don't really like these at all. But if it's going to be like this, have it stick to the device. That's my thing. That's my thing right there. Oh man, Ed says, even though I don't like orange, even though I'm wearing a Syracuse shirt. I don't, my problem is not with orange. To the orange gang out there, I'm with you. I like the orange. Go Orangeman. But I'm not with it being on, like, in my face. Like, I have to look at this and be like, oh, this big orange logo right here. All right, I'm gonna stop. reMarkable. So that's my thing right there. And the thing that changed my mind about it is two things. The fact that it actually sticks to the device. I mean, not all of them. The things that changed my mind about the reMarkable pen is the fact that A, it sticks to the device, and B, the eraser on the reMarkable 2 Pro pen. Oh my goodness. I don't know if you've used it, but if you've used the reMarkable 2, the Pro pen, then you know how great, like using that makes you feel like you need to wipe the screen, to wipe the eraser dust off. That's how realistic it feels. Katie Cakes, what's going on? Good morning. Nice to see you. Thanks for joining us. Oh, snap. That's what's up. Hey, listen, you're going to love it, Katie. You're going to love it. I'm telling you, you're gonna love that pen. Katie just bought the pen, she says, and I really appreciate that. Thanks for supporting the channel, Katie. They're great. I've only gotten good feedback from everyone that's gotten one so far. So yeah, it's gonna be great. You're gonna have a good time. Oh, and I was just saying too that I'm perfecting the nibs on the pins so they can be taken out and put in other pins if you want to do that. I don't suggest that now. It's an ordeal getting it back in once you take it out, so keep that nib in there. It's a forever nib, so you won't have to change it. But when I do perfect that process, if you want a nib that you can take out and put into another pin, I'll be swapping those things out for free, no charge to you. I'll just send you a package that you can just put it in, send it back to me, and I'll send you a new one in the mail back to you. So we'll do it that way. But you're going to love it, Katie. You're going to love it. Let's get to the other things in the chat before I continue my reMarkable 2 rant. Because I just want to clear that up. Like, I have a hard stance on cylindrical tubes being landfill trash, and they are in most cases, 99.9% of the time. But yeah. So we got Ed in the comments. He's talking to Scott, not me. So we'll continue. We got Black Sheep in the comments. He's talking to 2330, not me. We got CJ talking to 2330, not me. Katie says, I tried making my own and rage quit. It's a frustrating. Listen, I've tried and failed many times, so don't feel bad. I was just like, I'm gonna go through every nib I have, and then I did, and then I had to order more because I messed up so many times. Mashup Mike, what's going on, Mike? Good to see you. And good morning. I tuned in just in time for the eraser love. Yes, you did. Yes, you did. KDK's awesome. Definitely. Scott Benedict says, SCJ, not talking to me. What? You and CJ, wait, Scott. You and CJ is teaming up? Chill out. Just got one of you. We don't need two. Organize for change. Ed says, dude, it's okay that eraser have become your new best friend. You know what? I want to feel like it's okay, but the chat is not making me feel like it's okay. They flamed me Saturday night. You weren't here to see it, Ed. It was terrible. I needed some defending, and no one was there to help me. It was all hate. It was all hate. All right, so going back. So I'm not sure if anyone's used that eraser. Like, let me go run and grab the reMarkable 2 just so I can feel like what I'm talking about. Run back. All right. So we got the reMarkable 2 here. Let's do some demonstrations. We got the reMarkable 2 here. And I'm telling you, I don't hate on the reMarkable, but I'm not a reMarkable fanboy. But there are some things that I've noticed and that's why you have to live with a product, you guys. That's why I'm telling you. Like, I can't do quick reviews. I have to live with things for a while to really get a feel for what they do, to dig down deep and to see what they're capable of. Oh boy. Mike, just stop. So, continuing on. So I have to live with it for a while. And these are the things that I like about it now that I've lived with it for about 6 months or so. I appreciate this pen. Now, the one that I bought with it initially, crap, garbage. If you got that white thing, listen, all right, let me do a PSA right now to any reMarkable prospective buyer. If you're listening right now, how many people we got in chat? So I'll know okay, I got to go in. We got 16 people. We going in right now. Okay, going in. If you're a prospective reMarkable 2 buyer, I don't even have that pen anymore. I sold it. I was going to go get it, but I sold it like 2 days ago. Just don't do you know what? Let's go to the site. Oh, that's not the site. Let's go to the site. That's what we need right here. Let's go to the site so I can show you what not to do, okay? This is what you don't do. Oh, do we not have the scene up there? Oh, oh, this is the wrong one. Oh, there we go. That's the right one. Okay, this is what you don't do. All right, let's go to reMarkable site here. There we go. All right, so when you go to the reMarkable site, if you're a prospective reMarkable 2 buyer or prospective reMarkable 2 buyer, don't do this. Don't buy your reMarkable 2 and then go down and be like, oh, okay, what pen do I get? what do I do? Oh, what pen do I get? Do I get this white one right here that's built-in eraser? Says no, wait, 15. No, don't. This one right here. Built-in eraser, yes. That eraser on here changes that's not the only thing that changes the game. The magnet in this black one right here is way stronger. That, like, to me, like I said, I don't like these things because they don't stick to devices. They're circular like this because they're like, okay, what form factor would be comfortable enough to hold but still be able to stick to the side of the devices? That's what bred this whole crappy idea of these tubes right here. That necessity to want it to stick to the device and still have some kind of ergonomics, a circular and small. We got a plastic landfill tube right here. Oh God, 1-1. So, like, when you go buy it, you buy the black one. Like, just do yourself a favor. It feels better. It has better weight. The texture is essentially the same, but because of the weight, it feels better. And that eraser, I mean, get rid of that nasty felt that's in there. Do that anyway. That's what you do no matter what. I don't care what you do, even if you go against my best advice and get the white one. Change that nib out as soon as possible to like a palm nib, some kind of plastic nib. That felt is garbage. I'm sorry if you do like felt, my bad. I don't mean to talk crap about and yuck your yum, but it's garbage. It should go in the landfill with the pen that it came on. But that's my thing. This eraser changed the game for me. It feels like an eraser. You write something on the reMarkable. Don't talk about my handwriting. When you use that eraser and you feel like you want to do this. Like, that's how I feel. I feel like I need to like brush eraser dust off. I think the problem, and this is all right. I'm just gonna say this up front because since we're talking about the reMarkable, the problem with this one is, and this is the reMarkable Paper Pro pen right here. So let's just swap this out real quick. So the reMarkable Paper Pro pen, I think it has the most authentic sound and feel to it of any surface and pen combination. Like, you can't beat this. If you like pencil and paper, I don't like, this is not even a subjective opinion of mine. Like, this is not me like, oh, I prefer this sound and feel over. I'm just talking about the authenticity, how close it gets to sounding and feeling like paper. This is the closest. So if you like that, this is probably what you want to start with, because it's all about the writing feel initially, right? Like, when you buy one of these devices and you're writing on it, you care about how the pen feels. You care about how the writing surface feels. I mean, if you don't, you should. So that's one of the things I talk about right there. So I think everyone should care about that thing first. And this gets the close to pencil and paper to me from anything I've ever tested. The problem with me with this pencil right here and that experience is that they should have taken the eraser from the reMarkable 2 pen, that Pro one, and they should have put that eraser on this reMarkable paper. Or they should have took the Pro, this is the reMarkable 2 Pro pen. They should have took this eraser and put it on the reMarkable Paper Pro pen. That would have like completed the trifecta. It would have been feeling like paper, sounding like paper, and feeling like paper because of how the eraser interacts with it. Like, legitly makes you feel like you need to wipe the screen off. I'm not joking with you. And like I said, I didn't get this pen till a while after having the device. I was 4 months in before I got this pen. So my initial impressions of that circular pen, the white one, was what I was going off of, which is garbage. But once I swapped the nib out for a plastic nib on that pen, that eraser is pretty good. And the white one just doesn't have an eraser. It doesn't feel as good. It doesn't have the weight. It doesn't even stick to the device as good. So the black one is what you should go with. Okay, let's get to the chat since I've gone on that long rant. My bad, you guys. I'm sorry. I'm just passionate about writing and these writing tools. How many people did we lose people? Oh no, we gained a person. Hi, we gained 2. Hi, how's it going? Good morning. If you're just joining us, I just went on a long rant about the reMarkable 2 and the reMarkable Paper Pro, just the reMarkable platform in whole, like in general. I got more to say about it, but we're gonna go to the chat before I continue that rant. In the chat, we got Mashup Mike says, and he hates orange. I am so confused. Yeah, I don't hate orange. Like, that's a common misconception. Like, Scott started that rumor. Scott, stop starting rumors. All in our movements. So wait, what nibs should I be using for the reMarkable 2? Oh, thank you for asking. Thank you for asking. If you're going to use the reMarkable 2, let's pull it out. What I did was, I went and I got. Is this the pen right here? Let me see. Let me feel the eraser. I know it how the eraser feels. Okay, this is it. This feels like an eraser. All right. Anyway, it actually doesn't feel like an eraser until you put it on the screen. Then it feels like an eraser. It's awesome. Anyway, the nib I have in here is a palm nib. Let me change the lighting real quick. I think I can get it a little bit brighter. All right, I think that helped a little bit. Yeah, that helped a little bit. All right, so this is a palm nib, and it's a circular nib, but it's plastic, and it feels excellent on the reMarkable 2 screen. I just do not like. I'll put it in the chat. Once I'll get to that pin question too, but I'll put this in the chat. The nib. Search those out. To me, those are the best nibs you can buy for the reMarkable 2. And I've tested. I have a video on my channel where I test all kinds of nibs on all kinds of surfaces. I did like 20 samples. I tested like 5 different nibs on 4 different screen surfaces. And they all have a good representation of the screens that we use today. So if you really want a good example of that, definitely check that video out. I use felt, I use the palm, I use the pointer nibs, the EL nibs, and I use ceramic on 4 different screen types. Definitely check that video out. When we get to going through the desktop stuff, I'll link that in the description. I'll link that in the chat for you guys if you want to see that. Moving on. Yeah, palm nibs are the best. They're really good. They're really good. They're good all around nibs. Like if you want a good nib that's just all around, they last. They're not forever like the ceramic nibs, but they last a really long time. They feel good on a Supernote. They feel good on the reMarkable. They feel good on Boox devices. They're just good all around nibs. I wouldn't use ceramic on the reMarkable 2. I've done it. Like I said, I've done a video. That video with sound, like this, I got a nice mic sitting right beside it. The sound is excellent, so you hear exactly how these nibs sound on different surfaces. It's a really good video. It's underrated, man. That video is super underrated. That video should have done way better than it did. I think that let me go see let's see what that video is called. Let's pull that video up here real quick. We're gonna go through the content real quick here. Let's pull that video up. Ooh, down here. Yeah, that video deserved way more love than it got. All right, what we got here? Oh man, what we got here? Oh, I can't find it now. Do you guys see it? Am I missing it? Oh, there it is. No, that's not it. Oh, where is it? Did I even do a video testing nibs? Did I just make a lie? Did I just make that up? No, it's got to be down here somewhere. Oh, wow. I did a ceramic nib Lamy video. Oh, there it goes. All right, so this is it. Whoa. This is the vid right here. So I've been wondering about nibs and how they feel on different. Man, all right, hold on. Can we just take it? Wow. How I look so different now. Well, not really. Not really, but the scene looks so different, right? Wow, that's how far we've come. How far we've come, chat. We've come a long way. All right, so this is the video. It's called The Best eInk Writing Setup. Maybe I should change the title. Maybe that title doesn't work for what I'm actually trying to relay here. Maybe that title doesn't really work. All right, Dan. Hey, good seeing you, brother. I will check you out later. I appreciate you stopping in. Wait, hold on. Let's get to the chat. I just so let's get to the chat. So all right, let's finish the chat real quick. I got it. You guys are just going off in the chat today. I didn't even realize you guys are so passionate about this. Organizer Chain says, you are getting too excited, fumbling the pen. You may be getting into fanboy status on the pen. Yeah, you know what? On the pen, I am. I still say the Supernote is too simple for my everyday use. But they do have some nice features I want to talk about that don't get enough love. Except for the ceramics on some surfaces. Yeah. I agree. Palm is the best except for ceramic on some surfaces. Agreed, mashup for sure. Katie says I'm evidently in the minority because I like the Wacom felt nibs. What? But you know what? Everybody, it's all preference, right? Everybody has their thing. But you know what? There's someone has to love felt. It may as well be you, Katie. It may as well be you. Mashup says, I agree at Organize with Change. It's making me a little uncomfortable. Wow. Listen, I reserve the right to change my mind. When new information presents themselves, like when they send me, unsolicited, by the way, I think they knew how much I hated that pen. So they were like, you know what? Let's help him out. We see he's struggling with that pen. We know it's not very good. We made it, so we know it's not good. Why don't we just send him a better pen? So then, A, we know he has the best we can do. And C, maybe, just maybe, he'll stop talking crap about our cylindrical tube and take his hate to other cylindrical tubes. That plan worked. It was an evil plan, but it worked. It worked. I mean, it's just, listen, I know quality when I see it, and I don't care what. All right, let's just put this out there, you guys. Let's just put this out there. I'm the disrespect. The reMarkable platform, you guys have to admit, is the most refined product on the market. Products, plural, on the market. Like, you gotta admit that. Like, who here thinks that the reMarkable build quality and design is not top notch and the refinements aren't just top notch? Who here feels that way? Honestly, what we got, chat? I want to know how you guys feel about it. I mean, we can say a lot of things about the reMarkable platform. It's simple. It doesn't have enough tools. The reMarkable Paper Pro, it has issues. That flashing, I'm telling you, epilepsy. Oh boy, if you're epileptic, stay away. Don't do it. Like, I mean, but do we really believe that it's just a crappy machine? Is that what we really believe? I want to know. I don't feel that way. I don't think it could be what I use full time, just as it by itself. No, but it's for some people that is just fine, and we're going to get into that too. Right, there we go, Ed. I appreciate that. Steve said he watched the nib comparison. Thank you, Steve. I appreciate that. That video is underrated. I think I need to change the title. I think the title is just not descriptive enough. When I just read it back, I was just like, okay, that title's not good. It could be a lot better. That title could be a lot better. A whole lot better. All right, so let's check out this but this is the video. So I got 20 samples here. Of all the writing, of all the nib types. I do sound samples, as you can see the mics right there. There we go. And it's a really good video. It took me a while to do it, multiple sessions, but and mind you, multiple sessions of wearing the same t-shirt. I put that nasty t-shirt on for 3 straight days. I would like to sit here and say I washed it after I wore it, but I did not. I just put it in a corner, set it there, like, okay, I have to wear this again because I have to have the continuity with the video. That shirt was ripe when I got done. That was all in the furtherance of getting you guys good information. I did it for you. I wore a dirty t-shirt for 2 days. Not all day, but still, I had to go through some trauma for that. But anyway, it was all for you. It was all for you guys. Let's go back to the chat real quick. Katie says, I don't. The reMarkable Paper Pro was the biggest disappointment ever. Well, it depends on how you look at it. And we'll move on. Okay. Matchup says organize with change. I like the palm nib on the Supernote. Not as much as ceramic. I think the point is pretty much everything feels good on the Supernote. Yeah, I think that is the point. Everything feels good on the Supernote. Even felt like like Dan Dan from the chat left me or gave me a Boox pen that I actually love. And it has a felt nib. It's the only pen I'll ever use a felt nib in. And you know why I use the felt in that pen? Because it's white. I'm super superficial with that. It's white. That's the only reason I'm leaving it in the pen. I went to go change it out with a black palm nib because that's the default for me. I use palm in everything until I have a reason to throw a ceramic nib in it because those are special. If you get a ceramic nib in it, oh, that's a special pen. That's a special pen. I reserve those to the very special of the special pens. That's why I only have it in the Lamy right now. That's why it only goes in the Lamy. But anyway, yeah, so felt. It's white. I love that triangular pen, and I keep the white felt in there because it's a white pen, white felt. Like what other? I don't know another combination white pen and white felt. Chill out. I had to have it. I had to have it. Thank you for having good friends. Like you guys are becoming my friends in the chat. I'm not gonna lie to you. If you don't want me as a friend, then don't come to the chat. Because we're all friends now. What else we got here? We got Mashup Mike says, you guys are talking to each other there. You're not even talking to me. Because it has an eraser. No, well, yeah. Well, all right. Let's be honest. Not that did it not all right. So Mashup Mike was commenting about me talking about why I like the reMarkable paper or the reMarkable 2's Pro Pen. It is not just because it has an eraser. It's heavier than the default than the non-Pro Pen, so it has a better weight to it. It feels better. The texture, though I think it's the same texture, they've done it to better effect on this, without a doubt. They upped the ante on this pen in every way. Textures a little more. It's like I said, it's the same texture, but it's definitely more defined and refined on here. The weight is another thing. The color is another thing. It's all black. I like that. Like, come on. If the white is not going to match the device, then what are we doing? Just stop it. Make it black. And they did that with this. They listen. I'm telling you, they knew. They knew that white pen was trash. They did it anyway because it's like, oh, we need to make a cheap piece of trash to push everyone towards the better thing, and we'll make the black one the better thing. That white one is trash. I'm telling you. Just don't do it. What's the price difference on this thing? It can't be that much. It can't be that much. Let's check out the price difference on this thing. Matter of fact, chat, do we know the price difference off the top? Do we know? I didn't even have the pin here. Oh, it includes the mark. Wait, it includes a marker? Wait, I'm sorry. Has it always included the marker? Because I thought that cost money. I could be wrong about that. I thought the marker cost money, but it includes the marker now. So never mind. It doesn't include the Pro marker though. So, all right, let's go back to the chat here. Could you put in a link for the palm nibs? Hey, Brian, how's it going? Yeah, I definitely put a link for the palm nibs in there for you. I get mine from Lamy. And the only reason I buy mine from Lamy, you could probably get these from anywhere on Amazon or whatever. The only reason I choose Lamy is because I just feel like their surface may be smoother. I don't know why. I just feel like they care more about it than these other companies do. And I feel that way because they're actually a pen company. They make pens, so they care about. I think they care about these finer details. So I buy mine from Lamy. But I'll definitely put the link in the description for you. Master says, you are my first friend, so I appreciate it. No doubt. Honestly, the only reason I've never used a white nib is because it doesn't match. Right. But this matches. It is such a perfect combination, so that's why I kept that felt nib in there because it's white. It's a perfect white for the pen too. They're a perfect match. Ed says, you saying something is trash is a little suspect in light of Supernote reader comments. You know what? Prove me wrong, Ed. I'm gonna go look. I'm gonna go look at your video. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go look at that video you made, Ed, on the Supernote Reader app. I'm gonna find it. I didn't know you made one, but I'm gonna go find it. I'm not gonna wait for you to update. Okay, I'm not waiting. I'm just gonna go and look at it. All right. So, what else we got on the options list here? I forgot who said that. Listen, if you're still in chat, whoever brought that up, I love that. I love that. I'm definitely using that from now on. If you're still in the chat, let me know. Let me know that was your idea, so I can start giving you credit for it. I have a bad memory. I have to see a name like 3 times to remember it. Okay, thanks. Thank you, Ed. I appreciate you emailing it to me. All right, so what else we got here on the options list here? Oh, one more thing. One last bit of Supernote, or not Supernote, but reMarkable love before we move on. One last bit of reMarkable love. So, wrong one. So another thing that I've come to realize by just going through the problems I've gone through with the NA4C, and even the Supernote recently had a update issue to where it affected some people's machines adversely. Like, correct me if I'm wrong. All right, Black Sheep, I appreciate you letting me know. That was you. And CJ, hey, peace. I'll check you out later, man. No doubt, Siege. I'll see you later, brother. All right, so the last thing I want to say about the Supernote is that they don't, I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, chat, but I really do think that they don't have these controversies. Like, I haven't been in the eInk game very long, so there are probably people in the chat who've probably been in this eInk game a lot longer than me and know, like, Supernote or reMarkable 1 days. Like 5 years ago. You know what I mean? 6 years ago. Yeah, Katie, I saw the update. We were talking about that earlier in the stream. We were talking about that update, the NA4C earlier in the stream. I even went over some of the notes in that update. It didn't fix the Notes app, so I don't really care. Fix that Notes app, then I'll care. Organizer Chain says the Supernote did not brick devices, only had some issues with ghostwriting for some people. Okay, that's bricking to me. No, I mean, I get it though. It wasn't bricking, but you get what I'm saying. There was an issue. But do we know if Supernote? The thing is, Supernote has a beta program that they push out every update to the beta testers first. Every single update goes to the beta testers. They don't willy-nilly just push out something to users without it being tested first, internally and then externally with beta testers. I'm a part of that program, so I know. No, Katie, it's not. It didn't fix it. Not that I can tell. I've done very limited testing of it. I got it. I saw it this morning. So I'll do some. You know what? I was telling the chat as well, Katie, this morning that they may have snuck something under the radar, because the notes that they had on this update were the same notes they had on the last update, and I can't see them pushing the same update with the same stuff twice. So I think they may have slid something under the radar that they didn't put in the notes. But also I'll test the Notes app extensively today, and I'll be on stream tomorrow and we'll talk about it. Mashup Mike says they removed that utility. Okay. Yeah, they should have. Black Sheep says, you mean no controversies other than the A5X2 launch date? Well, see, but like, again, controversies. Like, you know what I'm saying? reMarkable doesn't have those. Boox will have those from time to time. There'll be something in the news that'll upset the users. I think if reMarkable is upsetting users, it's not because of what they've done to fix the system or to update the system. It's because people want more than what they're giving them. And I got something to say about that too. I've come to a couple of realizations after the conversation I had today and last night and a couple of days ago. It was a few conversations. Organizer Chain says, I think Supernote is trying to rush to get updates out to catch up for the A5X2. I think so too. I think that's exactly what this is about. But again, problems. Katie says, do you get the thing where if you select and move handwriting, it distorts it? No, but you know what started happening to me last night as I was writing or finishing up one of my write-ups? What happened was when I switched my tools from one tool to the other, matter of fact, I might be able to recreate that now for you guys. Where is that thing at? Here it is. Okay, let me show you what I did come across, Katie. Oh, no worries, Black Sheep. No, I know what you mean. Yeah, but reMarkable doesn't have those kind of controversies. Like I said, if you guys know of any, let me know in the chat. Because I mean, I haven't had any since I've had the devices and been dealing with the platform. But there's been many surrounding Boox and the other big platform, the Supernote platform. There's been many from release dates to updates not working right, and we're talking about both companies here. But the Supernote is just a super refined, not Supernote, but the reMarkable is just a super refined platform. Say what you want about it, and I do. I bash it from time to time for being too simplistic, but also I can give it credit for being simplistic for the people who need that. And I give it credit for being a device you can hand to anybody and they know how to use it right away. Like, can you say that about any other device? I don't think we can. And we bash him for coming out with updates, with not a lot of them, right? And I was thinking about something the other day and thought, there's lots of options in all of these devices that we don't use. There's options in your favorite device you'll never use. Ever. There's options in your favorite device that you don't even know is there. Well, not Ed. Ed knows everything about the Supernote, so Ed's excluded from this conversation. But there's tons of things about the Supernote, all these devices that I don't know yet and that I don't use. I mean, I'm slowly getting myself there to where all of these tools are becoming useful for me in some kind of way, shape, or form. But I'm not at that point yet. But you know what but you know what I can say? The reMarkable platform doesn't have a tool that I don't know about. Because it doesn't have a lot of them. Which I think there's something to be said for that. It has tools, there's none that I don't know about and none that I don't use, more importantly. You know what I mean? Like, when you get so many options sometimes, you have options you just don't use. And in the case of the Supernote, and like the Supernote, but the NA4C, and that my problems I'm having with this tablet, and I've wanted it to be so great, which is why I'm kind of been rethinking these things. I wanted the NA4C to be so great, and in a lot of ways it is, but in a lot of ways it's not. Which got me thinking about how reliable the reMarkable platform has been and is. Like I said, it doesn't have a lot, but that means it's not going to have those kind of problems when problems do arise. It's going to be easy to fix for them because it's not a bloated operating system with tons of features that they have to think about. And I just remember thinking the other day, I was like, maybe they're doing this because they're like, well, we don't want to give our users anything they don't use. You're right. Like all the bashing reMarkable gets, they deserve that. They do. I mean, but they also deserve the accolades or the compliments when things go right with the decisions that they've made, as limiting as they are. And I'll be the first to admit it. I mean, I'm showing them some love right now, but I'm not disillusioned by what it is and is not. I'm just because of these problems with the Note NA4C, I'm just realizing that having something that's rock solid that just works for note taking, and that doesn't have these issues ever, and also just the comfortability of knowing that you know all about it. Like, that's comforting, I guess. All right, that's all I'm gonna say. I just really wanted to get that out because I felt like I don't mention the reMarkable enough in anything. I don't do a lot of videos on the reMarkable platform. But these problems I'm having with the NA4C has made me rethink reMarkable's stance on how they do business. And like I said, I don't care what you think about the software on there. It was too simple, doesn't have enough tools or whatever. You can't deny the build quality. you can't deny the refined nature of their operating system. There's not a tool in there that doesn't get used. And I think that's very intentional. What was I about to show you guys from NA4C? Oh, okay, yeah. Let's do that. All right. Thanks, Katie, for keeping me on track there. All right, so what I was about to show you guys on NA4C, something that I came across the other night when I was writing. Let's get to that real quick. So this is something that I noticed, and I didn't like it. It made me want to stop using the system, but then I found a workaround and I just kept writing. I want to like it, you guys. I really want to like it. All right, anyway. Let's get into a note because that's really what I do. So I was writing this up last night. It's the channel update that I'm going to, a channel update coming tomorrow after the stream. Tomorrow's stream going to be lit. We're going to be lit tomorrow, chat. So tomorrow's stream, we got the stream. I hopefully have a good options list too of things to go through. But right after the stream, I'm dropping the membership launch video. And yeah, it'll be fun. As a matter of fact, we're going to watch it together. It's only going to be like a 10-minute video. We'll watch it on the stream, and then that'll end the stream, and then I'll launch the video right after the stream. All right. I'm sorry, Katie. We're going. My bad. All right. So this is what I noticed. When you write something, and I'll write it down here, and I switch tools a lot. As you can see up here, I have all five tools that you can have. They're all occupied. I got my tool I write with. I got the tool I do my headers and everything with. That's a little darker, a little bolder for bigger writing. I got my highlighter right there, set to the color I like, orange. I got my red pen right there for my camera stuff. Got to write that down. Layers, all that. And my green for my non-camera stuff. So I use all the tools. And I use about as many layers as I have tools there. So anyway, I don't think we have one layer right now. Yeah, we're only working with one layer. So this shouldn't be difficult. I didn't have any problems with cut and paste last night. And I completed a 9-page document, and I didn't have any cut and paste issues, but just one layer. So maybe layers is the issue. But going back, so I was writing, and I'm like, okay, I've got the pen chosen, and I just simply write "Hello World," and then when I go change the pen to what should be a darker pen, oh God, it worked. You know what, chat? I think the update that they pushed probably fixed the notes app. You want to find out? Let's find out live. Let's go to that. Let's go to the same document that I opened up on the video. We'll open it up and do the same test I did on the video. We'll recreate that and see if it works. Because the tool problem I had last night before the update is not happening right now. What happened was let me show you. So what was happening was I would write something like this, right? And after I would write that, I would switch tools, what should be a darker tool, and it would end up writing lighter than what that first thing I wrote was. It would be almost too light, like I couldn't see it light. And then it wouldn't fix itself until I hit the undo button. And then when I hit the undo button, it would switch over to the darker line that it should have been. It was very weird. And it happened all night. And I don't remember that being a thing, but I haven't used the 4C a lot because of these problems. I go to 10.3. That's my go-to. That's my rock, to go 10.3 when all else fails. I hate that. Is Scott still in the chat? Let me see how many people we got in here. We got 13 people in here, so it's a possibility that Scott still could be in the chat. If you're still in the chat, Scott, ignore this. Whatever. So, but yeah, I've been using the Go 10.3 because it has the best writing experience for me right now. All right, so yeah, exploring together. So let's do it. We'll check it out. Oh, I put it away. Let's not do that. All right, so let's check it out. Let's go back to that note. And the note I had was if I remember correctly, was the eInk C file. I think the eInk file is the one I had up. So let's open that. eInk C. There we go. Well, wow, it's taking a long time to load it. Maybe they didn't fix it. Maybe that wasn't a fix. We're about to find out though. We ain't waiting for this to load. It's still taking a little while to load these pages though. I can't even pick the page. There we go. All right. All right. So here we go. Or can we? Are we still good with? Yeah, we are. All right. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do the same thing I did on the video. I'm just gonna select all of this and then delete it and see if we can keep it. Now I have layers on here. All right, we got layers. We got 3 of them. Oh, all right, so it's still taking a long time to recognize the fact that something was selected. All right, let's go ahead and delete and see if we get a crash. All right, let's take some bets. Who thinks it's gonna crash? What we got? Who thinks it's gonna crash? Who thinks the update fixed it? Based off what we've seen so far. What we got? Chat? Let me know what you guys think. Is it fixed? Is it not fixed? What are the odds? I know we got a delay, so I'm gonna wait a second before we go back. I'm gonna wait a second to give people a chance to let me know how they feel. Is it fixed? Is it not fixed? What we got, chat? Give me some feedback. I'm layered. Like Shrek, like an onion. Matchup says he thinks it'll work. Mike thinks it'll work. Anybody else? Any other takers? Katie says she don't think it'll crash. Matchup Mike is he's flip flopping. He's changing his mind. Now he's at 89%. It felt so confident before. Jason says not going to crash. All right. Let's see. Let's see what we got here. Let's see. All right. So, wrong pin. Let's go ahead and hit that cut button and see what happens. What? Chat. It's working. It's working. What? Chat, it didn't crash. They fixed it. I knew that. I'm like, listen, I knew when I saw that update, I'm like, okay, this update is the same update they released the other day. Why are they releasing? It smelled fishy, chat. I'm like, why are they releasing the same update within days of itself? Listen, I'm floored. I almost fell on the floor just now. It would have been embarrassing, falling on the floor on stream. What? Can you believe this, chat? Oh, he said, just don't try. Let's go back. Let's try to pace. All right, so let's try pace. Mike says, don't try to pace it. Let's see. We're going to hit the pace button. Will it crash? What, you guys? What, you guys? What? What? Doing the Lil Jon. What? I can't believe this. I don't have to sell the NA4C now. I can keep the Tab Mini C on sale now. I was debating about that. I don't know who did you guys see Saturday stream? I was like, before the stream, I was telling myself, dude, you need to figure out what you're doing with this. You got the Tab Mini C up for sale on eBay. People clearly want to buy it. Now I can take it. Now I can leave it on there. Now I can sell it. I don't feel like I need it now. I mean, I may still keep it because I mean it's a little e-reader. It's got the Tab OS. I like that. I like that. Thank you guys. Listen, I'm glad you guys were on live with me to figure that out. I was so conflicted. They fixed it. That update fixed it. Those sneaky devils. You know what? You know what? All right, chat. I know what happened. I know what happened. This is what happened, chat. Onyx saw the video. They had a meeting about it. Should I play the meeting out right now on live? We will. Let's play. You know what? I won't play it out. If you guys want to see me play out the meeting on live right now on live, let me know in the chat. If you want to see me play it out on live chat, let me know. I'll play it out right now. I know how that meeting went. I already know. I know how that meeting went. If you want to see it, let me know. I'm definitely making the video though. You can best believe I'm going ham. I'm acting a straight fool on the video. Let's go to the chat though. Let's go back. Let's go all the way up. Steve Rose says a lot of us click with a device or click with a device because of one feature they click with. For me, it was the voice recorder within Notes on my Go. Awesome. The Go's good for all kinds of stuff. Wait, the Go what? Color 7 or the 10.3? What are we talking about here, bro? Specify. Jason clapped it up. You know what? They deserve it. They deserve it. Good to go. Way to go, Onyx. Way to go. You didn't let the arrogance get to you. You just fixed it. You know what? You did let the arrogance get to you. We'll talk about that. If that clapping was loud, my bad. Mashup says, thank you. Just don't try to paste. We did that, brother. It worked. What's up? Katie says, see, I told you it'll crash as soon as you end the stream. It probably will. I'll make a video about it. Mike says, holy crap, it worked. We're all surprised here. Congratulations from Black Sheep. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. I needed that. I needed that confirmation. Oh my God, please tell me they actually fixed it. Yes. Yes, Katie, they fixed it. Mashup Mike, yes, you were so conflicted. I was. I didn't think it was going to work. I'm going to tell you here right now. That's why I wanted to get you guys polled before I did it. It was giving me anxiety. Me too. Me too. Katie says, yes, you've got documented proof that it works. Yes, there we go. I got documented proof that it was messed up and that they fixed it. No Dare 4C giveaway in celebration. What? Listen, I might have given it away had that not worked properly. Scott says, I'm here. I love the Go Tempo. Oh, listen. Oh, my God, Scott. Just when I thought you were going to say something serious. Mashup Mike says, they were like, hold on. What about Rod's cut and paste problem? We have to stop that secretly. They did. They did. So do you guys want to see me act out the meeting? Because I know they had a meeting about it. I know they had a meeting. If I get 2 or 3 people letting me know they want to see me act it out, I'll act it out. I'll take the time to do that. Mashup Mike, that's it. Rod's evil plan for getting better products working. That's what I'm here for. If it's not right, I'm going to say it. And another thing, you know what, guys? This is why I'm coming out. This is why I'm coming out with the membership. Let's get this out there. A lot of reviewers just take money from these companies and they don't tell you what's really going on with these products. I take no money. I turn down about 3 to 4 products a week from these companies. As soon as they say something like, "Oh, we want to review your review before you put it out," I'm good to go. Dude, just send me the product. Oh, how much do you charge for your videos? I don't charge anything. Just send me the device. That's all I want. Send me the device. I'll talk about it when I want to talk about it, how I want to talk about it, and we're good to go. If you can't agree to that, we don't have a deal. And I'm cool with saying no to these people. For reasons like this, you guys. For this right here. I couldn't come on live and say things and do things like this if I was taking money from these companies. Why do you think nobody else is doing it? So no, I'm not. They can't buy me. I come on here and I say what I want to say. I come on here and I do what I want to do. and it's for you guys, and which is why I'm doing a membership. If you guys want to support this kind of stuff, that's what the membership's going to be for. That'll be a way for you to support me being able to buy devices, and I don't have to rely on companies to send me these devices and then try to dictate what I say about it. You're going to get my honest opinion, and you can get that honest opinion because I'm not taking money from these people. You can get that honest opinion because I'm just looking to you all for support, not the companies. I don't owe them anything. If I'm going to be beholden to somebody, I'd rather be beholden to you all. All right, what else are we talking about? I just wanted to go in. I had to go in for a second. I'm going to make a video about that, video ethics, but that's a whole other thing. Going to the chat. Watching that slow load just made me decide to turn off auto update. Boox Go version 3.54 is my jam. I don't want to go to version 4. You won't go to version 4.0. Not anytime soon, Steve. Even if you wanted to, you wouldn't be able to do that on your Go 10.3 for a while. They're gonna milk this on the Note Air 4C for a while, some months, like 3 of them. You can guarantee that you won't see another device. And people are talking about the Note Max. That's not till next year. Like, I don't care what nobody says with these. There's a site that says they're gonna deliver some in mid-December. No, you're not. Nobody's delivering anything mid-December, bro. Like, I don't care who you are. So that thing isn't coming till next year. So you won't see another device with version 4.0 until next year. I mean, a device that you can write on. The Palma 2 apparently has it, but I mean, that's a version that doesn't even, you can't write. It doesn't have any note. Like, what are we talking about? Who cares? So yeah, another device that you can write on, because that's where the real benefits are, in my opinion. And you won't see that for some months. Matchup says acted out. Oh, am I acting it out? If I get a few more people says acted out, Mike, I'll act it out. I'll act a fool on here. I don't mind. Dr. Ben, welcome. Good morning. Is it still morning? We're still rocking. We're almost 2 hours in, chat. What are we doing here at 2 hours? Are we still having a good time? Because I'll go. Master Mike says, no, Dr. Ben. I got my reMarkable Paper Pro the other week and had to send it in right away a day later, as it had some crazy wobbly lines. Not impressed so far coming from the Go 10.3. That's because you got the Go 10.3, bro. That's the best thing on the market right now. It's the best eInk has to offer. Now, let me preface that. It ain't the best note-taking the market has to offer. It ain't the best screen the market has to offer. It ain't the best software that the market has to offer. It ain't the best design that the market has to offer. But eInk as a whole, if someone were to tell me, hey, grab an eInk device, give it to someone who's never seen eInk before, and try to impress them with it, I'm picking the Go 10.3. It ain't the best in any one particular market, but all of those components together make it, to me, the best all-around eInk device that we have as a representation of eInk right now, in my opinion. It's super solid, the Go 10.3 and the OS that's on it. Super solid, snappy, beautiful eInk. It ain't the best screen, bro. Calm down. Mike, no, it ain't. Oh, whoa. I'm sorry. Let me go through the chat first. Chat, what we got going on? Mashup says Boox will never admit it, but this fix is Rod's word. It is. I'm going to go in on that if I have to reenact the meeting. If we get a few more people telling me to reenact a meeting, I know they had a meeting about it, and we'll reenact it. Steve says 10.3. It's my jam. The Go 10.3 is a rock. Jason says they heard you giving props to reMarkable, so they had to step the game up. That was hilarious. That was hilarious. Mashup is talking to Jason, not me. Mashup says it's the best screen. Maybe Jason, yeah, he saw him flip-flopping. Wait, whoa. Wait, this Mike says at Jason Jones. Yeah, they saw him flip-flopping and worked all night to make the secret fix. They're like, we're losing him. We gotta get this thing fixed. It's the best screen. Pinstar ignores your fingers. It doesn't count. Okay, you know what? All right, there we go. You know what, Mike? I was about to go in on that. It's the best screen bit But you prefaced it with some pen start. You know what? I agree with that. You're 100% right. I agree with that. The fingerprint or them not having the digitizer, not digitizer, but the capacitive touch screen layer is a blessing and a curse, right? Blessing because you don't have to worry about palm rejection ever. The curse, but because when you're in PDFs where everything looks so good on that screen, it's the best to me. You can't manipulate anything. It's cumbersome. Anyway, what were we talking about, chat, before I blew my mind with the NA4C? And hold on, let's go back to the chat. Dr. Ben says, I am using the 10.3 in uni right now and love it. Yeah, it's awesome. I am waiting for my reMarkable Paper Pro replacement now because I desperately want to try a bigger screen with colors. It is, if you're in academia, the reMarkable Paper Pro, it would almost be an indispensable tool. You'll never regret buying the reMarkable Paper Pro for school. You'll never regret that. Or Mike Jones says, mashup LOL. Yeah, that was funny as crap. All right, so I was gonna go in on something just now, and I forgot what it was. I totally forgot what it was, but I'm sure someone will remind me, or maybe hit me up and let me know. But yeah, I'm super excited. I'm super excited about that. I'm happy. What can I say? I'm happy. But I'm glad I did clarify the 10.3 thing. Yeah, the Boox Max. That ain't coming until next year, but I do want it. I want it really badly. Did I clarify the flip-flopping? I think I clarified the flip-flopping. I went in on that to ad nauseum. Are we good on that? The fact that I don't flip-flop? I'm not a flip-flopper. I wear flip-flops, but that doesn't mean I flip-flop. They don't even make the flip-flop sound when I walk, so no flip-flopping here. No flip-flopping. Clarify the reMarkable platform. Oh, the 10.3. I think I just clarified my Go 10.3 stance. And you know what's so funny about this? I had no intention of getting through all my options on the list today. No intention. But guess what? We did it. We reached the end of a show. Like, I've been doing this for a few weeks now. I've never reached the end of like a show note and got to the comments. This is perfect. We're going to end it here. We're not going to even push this any further, you guys. It's ending perfect. We're going to just end it after Katie's question here. I've got to get up and start my day. Oh, you're leaving anyway. It's perfect time. See, I knew I was ending it at a perfect time. Katie's leaving. Everybody else is probably leaving too. Lunchtime is about to hit. Everybody about to go eat. Everybody at work with the headphones in listening. All right, I'm going to end it. All right, you guys. Yeah, I appreciate you joining me. I'm going to try to do this outro music because I think I've been working on it a long time. So let's hit we're going to hit the outro music. You should be hearing the soulful sounds of the outro music here. Thank you guys for joining me. I really appreciate it. I got to talk for 1 minute and 30 seconds. So that's how long the outro music is. So I got a good 1 minute and 15 seconds left to talk. So thank you guys for joining me. I hope you guys are having a great day. Thank you so much. This has been awesome. This is probably the most fun live stream I've ever done. I'm not gonna lie to you. Dr. Ben, listen, Dr. Ben, you're trying to prolong the stream. We can't do that. I can't remember. Did you mention anything about wobbly lines in the? No, I didn't. I didn't notice anything about mine. But I'll do some checking. I'll get on Reddit. This was fun, Katie. It was fun. I'll do some checking on Reddit. And we'll find out for tomorrow's show. I'll put some stuff in the show notes for tomorrow. I'll put some in the show option notes. Yeah, we'll do that. Good stream today. Definitely, you guys. Have a great day. Thank you for joining me. I had fun. This was a blast. We fixed the NA4C. Yay! All right, you guys. I'm going to act out that whole thing tomorrow for you guys. All right? Take care. Peace.